Yes then YouTube, a formation that I did drop a custom tactics video right at the start of FIFA, and I haven't dropped one of that formation since. And if any of you watch Harry Hesketh, what a legend he is by the way, you will know how OP this formation it is. It is the 5-1-2-2 formation. Trust me YouTube, you need to use this formation. Believe you me, it will absolutely blow your mind how good it is, especially with certain player instructions and stuff that I do use on it as well. So, to get things started, you are going to want to use balanced on the defensive start, okay? I don't ever really use pressure on heavy touch or press after possession loss because I don't really think it's good enough. And with a 5 at the back, not that it's not good enough, I just don't really think it's viable. I think press after possession loss drains your stamina so much. And pressure on heavy touch, it's just a bit inconsistent of where and when it presses. So for me, I use balance because I like to be in control of where and when my team presses. But first, YouTube, we do have an ad on the video. Welcome UK FIFA 23 players. Compete for match tickets, signed shirts, international football match tickets, and an exclusive Series S/Series X Xbox. Experience the grand finale at Wembley as well. All of these things you can do. Just make sure you click the link down in the description below to be able to seize your spot at Wembley. It's completely free to do so. As long as you're in the UK, join the Ultimate FIFA 23 Showdown, the connected club powered by EE. Swap your couch for Wembley and go head to head with the nation's finest players. Click the link in below, register. It's absolutely free to do so. Do it. Trust me, it's free. Why would you not do it? Make sure you click the link down in the description below to compete. Then YouTube, we are back. So like I was saying, balanced on the defensive style. The defensive width. Now, because we are playing a 5-back, you are going to want it really narrow. So I do play 35 on the width. The reason being for that, like I just said, you want to be really narrow. You want your left wing back and your right wing back tucked nice and narrow in towards your 3 centre backs. You want that 3 across the midfield. Well, kind of like a 3. It's kind of like a 5. It literally is a 5-1-2-2, right? But you want that CDM in the middle along with the 2 midfielders outside of the CDM to be very nice and compact as well. Very hard to break down. That's what you want. So that's why I use 35 on the width. I wouldn't venture too lower than that, or I'd probably go anywhere between 35 and 45. If you think 35 is just a little too narrow for you, maybe stay away from it. But anywhere between 35 and 45, your happy medium G-spot. Now, the defensive depth, YouTube, I do use 50. Okay, so 55, sorry. I do use 55 on the defensive depth. The reason being, especially with Team of the Season being here, I didn't really enjoy being on 60 depth. Like, I just found myself getting caught in behind way too much, especially with the Team of the Season attackers being so OP and so broken. I just didn't enjoy it. So because of that, I went with 35 and 55, and as soon as I switched it up into that, it was working absolute wonders. It was bish, bash, bosh, beautiful. So I really like this combo. The balanced 35-55, definitely the way to go at the minute, and it might even be the way to go on other formations as well. Of course, with the offense, it is going to be balanced and direct passing. If there is anything different you do use, by the way, apart from balanced and direct passing, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, let me know. Do you use anything different? I'm so intrigued to see if anyone actually uses anything different. Like, I really am. I find it the most broken, but like I do say in every video, long ball, it's definitely a viable option, you know. You really could make long ball work. I do like long ball, but for me, I think balanced and direct passing is the most viable option. It's the one that I like the best, so that's the one that I use. The attacking width is actually on 45, so I do lower it down from 50 to 45. The reason being, I want my team to be very narrow, actually. Not very narrow, but slightly more narrow than they would normally be, especially when you see what I do with the player instructions as well, which is actually inspired by Harry Hesketh. Just, you want your left wing back and your right wing back, rather than being out wide, you want them a little tucked more in. You want your 2 central midfielders to be tucked more into your striker as well. So that's why I do use 45. Players in the box, I up it from 5 to 6. That's literally what I do, up it from 5 to 6. No real method to that. I just always think the more players in the box, more likely you are to score a goal, right? It really is that simple for me on that. And then last but not least, of course, it is going to be 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. So, this is how I set my team up in the 5-1-2-2. Balde is the left wing back, and then Saka is the right wing back. By the way, there's a reason why St. Max is the CDM, which you will see in a minute, and then Modric is the right centre mid, which you will see literally in a minute on the playing instructions. Basically, they swap at the start of every game. So, that's my back 5, and then, of course, Lewandowski and Harry Kane up front on the road to glory. So, to start things off, very simple, your absolute bread and butter, like I say in every single formation. Stay central and get in behind on the 2 strikers, 100%. Never going to be anything different. I then do leave them on basic defence support. So basically, they will make that run in behind. And even if they don't make the run in behind, it leaves you a lot of space in the middle of the pitch kind of thing. So like, imagine we are here. The two strikers are here. The two midfielders are here. They will make that run in behind. All of a sudden, you've got all this space here for your two midfielders to attack with as well. So there is method to that. So definitely something that I will always use. The basic defence support, I much preferred that. Rather than come back on defence or stay forward on the two strikers, I much preferred that. For me, it worked a million times better, so that's why I use it. This is where things get a little bit interesting, YouTube. Okay, so your right centre mid, if you have a look, I'm controlling the CDM as it looks, right? But it says central mid instructions. I then go to the right centre mid and it says defensive mid instructions. So basically, for some reason, on this graphic, the right centre mid is actually the CDM, and then the CDM is actually the right centre mid. So that's why it's going to look very weird when I tell you that the right centre mid, but that is actually the CDM in game. I know this is a little bit confusing. He is on stay back while attacking and cover centre. Very simple with that, really. Stay back while attacking and cover centre. Literally what it says on the tin. You don't want your CDM going forward at all. You want to attack with your central midfielders, your wing backs and your strikers, and then have that one CDM there just covering the back three a little bit when you're attacking. No, the actual right centre mid, who is the CDM in this graphic bit, I know, it's so confusing, YouTube. I know. He is then on get forward, get into the box for cross and cover centre. So that's the right centre mid, even though it says the CDM. I know, weird. And the left centre mid, he is actually the left centre mid, by the way, in the graphic. That is actually right. He is also on get forward, get into the box for cross and cover centre. Basically, we want to attack a lot and as much as we can, really, with our outside central midfielders. We want them to support the two strikers. So basically, we will have 4 attackers. Well, basically, we'll have 6 attackers and then 4 defenders, because we'll have the 3 centre-backs and then the CDM that defends. Everyone else then gets forward. So even though you might think the 5-1-2-2 is very defensive, when you get the ball, it is so good going forward. Like, it blew my mind how good this formation is going forward. Definitely one you can use. This is where I take inspiration from Harry Hesketh, because everything else is what I would use anyway. So join the attack and inverted on the wing backs. Yes. When I watched Harry's video and been watching his streams, I always thought he's absolutely balmy. Why would he have inverted on his fullbacks? I don't know how, it just works. I really don't know how. It just seems to overload the middle of the pitch and your opponent's defenders and the midfielders can't actually pick them up. It's so broken. So definitely have joined the attack and inverted. But if you are someone that does prefer the more traditional overlap on the fullbacks, definitely give that a go. You know, put them on overlap if you want. You won't, like, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I actually tried inverted because of Harry Hesketh. It works. Like, it works somehow. And then last but not least, YouTube, comes to crosses and sweeper keeper on the goalkeeper. And that right there is my updated 5-1-2-2 custom tactics video for you guys. Please drop a like. Let's smash 200 likes. And hit that subscribe button to my channel. That would mean the world to me. Drop a comment down below as well. And also remember, YouTube, go and check out EE. Free to do so. Register. You could win yourself some international match tickets and a chance to play at Wembley. What more could you want? Use the link down in the description below. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.